أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 3, page 8.d. Today we will continue the Suratul Baqarah verses 61. We saw that each juz has four parts and each part has 5 pages. The first 5 pages, 1 to 5, you studied in QC2 covering 37 ayahs. And the next 5 pages, 6 to 10, now we are studying in this QC3, we will cover 39 ayahs. And the next 5 pages, that is 11 to 15, we will cover in QC4 with 29 ayahs. And the last 5 pages, that is 16 to 20, inshallah, we will do in QC5 with 36 ayahs. So we will complete 141 ayahs of the first juz in QC5. Let's to revise the pointers for the page 6. The pointers for the page 6 are result of guidance, dawah to Bani Israel, do good deeds, fear the day. Once again, result of guidance, dawah to Bani Israel, do good deeds, fear the day. The seventh page pointers were rescue from 49, repents from cause worship, show Allah. Rescue from 49, repent from cause worship, show Allah. The brief pointers for the page 6 are guidance, Bani Israel, good deeds, the day. Guidance, Bani Israel, good deeds, the day. And the seventh page brief pointers are from 40 calf show. From 40 calf show. The 8th page first pointer is enter the town, second is dua for water, third is demand for foods, and fourth is punishment. Let's do revise them. Enter the town, dua for water, demand for food, punishment. Once again, enter the town, dua for water, demand for food, the punishment. The brief pointers for the page third are town, water, food, punishment. Town, water, food, punishment. Let's to revise the fourth pointers, that is punishment. The link with the previous verses is Allah described his favors on Bani Israel and their response to his favor. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. And humiliations and misery were struck upon them, and they draw on themselves the wrath of Allah. That was because they used to disbelieve in the signs of Allah. Let's to identify the words coming in this ayah. Waw is a hard, duribat is a feminine, mazi. Duriba, duribu, duripta, duriptu, duriptum, duribna, duribat. But the question is that why there is a dhamma? When in Madi there is a dhamma and kasra below the second line, that is the pattern of what pattern? Fu'ila. The pattern is called Fu'ila. The Fu'ila mean, what does it mean? It's a Madi
Asif.
Majhul.
Mafud.
Madi Majhul. Look, this word, it has dhamma on the beginning. It have a kasra on the second letter. It have a fatha on the last letter. Ta is a zamir. That is not the part of the darb, the root letter. So all the three root letters, they are having the pattern of fu'ila, Madi Majhul. So this is also a Madi Majhul. It's a Madi Majhul, mean the verb fail. Allah is a harf, him is a zamir ism, jar majrur. Az-zillatu. Alif lam is telling it's an ism and it's a feminine because don't write there. Waw is a har. Al-maskanatu. Alif lam telling is an ism again feminine. Waw is a har. Ba'u. Ba'u is a madi word. Ba'a. Ba'u is the plural. B is a harf. Jar. After jar, there is always ism majrur. So ghadabin is a ism majrur. Bi ghadabin jar. Min is a harf. Followed always ism majrur. Allah ism jalala is ism majrur. Min Allah jar majrur. Zalika ism ishara. Bi is a harf. Anna. Bi anna hum. Now you may ask, Anna is not a ism. Why the B is coming? There are more than many uses of be apart from the harf jar. But here we are clear it is not the harf jar. This be is not coming as a because after it there is no ism majhul. Anna is the harf, whom is a zamir ism. Kanu is the madi verb. Kanu is the plural. Yakfuruna is the mudari verb. Kafara yakfuruna is the plural. B is a harf jar because after it there is a ism majrur. Atin. Biatin jar majrur. Allah isme jalala is ism. Waw is a harf. Yaktuluna is the mudari verb. From katala yaktulu uktul. Qatilun maktulun katlun. Yaktuluna is the plural. And nabina alif lam is telling it's an ism. B is a harf jar. Ghair is again ism majrur. Bi ghairin jar al-haq is the ism because alif lam. Zalika ism ishara. B is a harf. Ma is a ism mawsula here because after harf jar ism comes. So ma is here ism. Asaw. Asawa is the madi verb. We will say asaw. Wawa we have kanu. We saw kanu madi verb. Ya'tadun is the mudari verb. We will see it. Let's have the look on the bara once again. Waw is a harf. Duribat is a madi verb. Allah is a harf. Him is a zamir ism. Azillatu is a feminine ism. Waw is a harf. Maskanatu is again feminine ism. Waw is a harf. Baw is the madi verb. B is a harf. Ghadabin is a ism. Min is a harf. Allah is jalala ism. Zalika is a ism. B is a harf. Anna is a harf. Look, no ism after B because this B is not harf jar. It is a harf, but it is not coming as a harf jar. We have 10 uses, so it is coming in another meaning. Whom is a zamir ism. Kanu is a madi verb. Yakfurun is the mudari verb. B is a harf jar. Ayat is the ism majrur. Allah is the ism jalala. Waw is a harf. Yaktuluna is the madi verb. Al-nabina is the ism, plural masculine, proper noun. B is a harf. Ghairi is a ism. Al-haq is a ism. Zalika is a ism ishara ism. B is a harf. Ma is a ism mawsula ism. Asawwa is a madi verb. Waw is a harf. Kanu is the madi verb. Ya'taduna is the mudari verb. Let's to look the lesson learned from this part of the ayah. The evil people in Bani Israel were punished with humiliations and the misery. This was because of their continuous bad behavior, such as disbelieving in the signs of Allah and killing the prophets. It all started with disobeying Allah and crossing the limits. Let's look the new words in each line. Cipher 3, cipher 2. On average, less than 2 in each line. Let's go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation of the ayah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wa duribat and alayhim and were they struck them azillata wal maskanata and humiliations and the misery. Wa ba'u bi ghadab min Allah and they draw on themselves the wrath of Allah. Bani Israel disrespected the Musa alayhi salam, violated Allah's orders and treated Allah's orders with little value. Therefore, Allah became angry with them and punished them with humiliation and the misery. Humiliation means no honor or respect by the people, even if they have power. Misery means even if someone appears to be rich, his heart will always be miserable. Sakhat is the first stage of the ghadab. Let's take a hadith now here. Look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He taught us to avoid even sakht of Allah and taught us the prayer. Allahumma a'udhu bi a'udhu bi ridaka min sakhtika wa bi mu'afatika min uqubatika wa a'udhu bika minka la uhsi sana'an alayka anta kama asnaita ala nafsika. O Allah, I seek protection in your pleasure against your wrath. I seek protection in your pardon against your chastisement. I cannot count your praises. You are as you praise yourself. Another commonly quoted prayer is Allahumma inni as'aluka ridaka wal jannah wa a'udhu bika min sakhtika wan nar. O Allah, I seek your pleasure and paradise and seek protection you from your wrath and the fire, the hell. Let's to revise it before we proceed. If somebody can revise this part. Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah. Waduribat alayhim, and were stuck on them. Az-zillatu wal masakanatu, the humiliation and the misery. Waba'u bi ghadabin, and they draw on themselves ghadab, the wrath, min Allah, of Allah. The next part is zalika bi annahum, that was because kanu yakfurun, they used to disbelieve. Kanu is the madi, yakfurun al mudare, when they join they give the meaning of past continuous. Madi is the marari. Bi ayati Allah, in the signs of Allah. Wa yaqtuluna, and they kill an-nabiyina, the prophet, bighayril haq, without any right. Zalika bima, so that was because they disobeyed. Wa kanu yahtadun, and they were not transgressing. Again, kanu madi, yahtadun mudari, and the translation will be in past continuous. Madi istimrari. Allah punished them because they were disbelieving in the signs of Allah. Killing prophets, they did not want even to listen to the advice from the best humankind. The above two started because they were disobeying Allah, me, and His Messenger, transgressing, crossing all limits of the true slaves. Let's to revise this part. Yes, Murawat, you raise hand, please. You can revise this part.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ذلك وضربت عليهم, and were struck on them الذلة والمسكنة, the humiliation and the misery. وباءوا بغضب من الله, and they drew on themselves the wrath of Allah. ذلك بأنهم, that was because كانوا يكفرون, they used to disbelieve بآيات الله, in the signs of Allah. ويقتلون النبيين, and kill the prophets بغير الحق, without any right. ذلك بما عصوا, that was because they disobeyed. وكانوا يعتدون, and they were transgressing.
Jazakallah. Let's read the lesson once again. The evil people in Bani Israel were punished with humiliation and the misery. This was because of their continuous bad behavior, such as disbelieving in the signs of Allah and killing the prophets. It all started with disobeying Allah and crossing the limits. Let's to pray, oh Allah, help us respect the people who works for Islam. And make a plan. Inshallah, I will try to remember the punishment that Allah gave to disobedient people by studying the Quran, Sunnah, and other resources. Let's to see the Asma. Ayat plural is ayat. Nabi plural is anbiya, nabiyun, and nabiyin. The three letter sound verbs are daraba, yadribu, idrib, daribun, madrubun, darbun. Dadraba is the ruler, babi daraba. Here it is duribat, it's a family. Daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtu, darabtum, darabna, darabat. The next one is Ghadiba, Yaghdabu, Igdim, Ghadibun, Maghdubun, Ghadbun. When Dalba is the ruler, Babi Samya. Here it is Bighadbin. B is a harf, removed. So Ghadibin. Ghadbin is a masdar, Ghadab. The next is Kafara, Yakfuru, Ukfur, Kafirun, Makfurun, Kufrun. Kafara is the ruler, Babi is Nasra. Here it is Yakfuruna, it's a mutare. Yakfuru, plural is Yakfuruna. The next is katala, yaktulu, uktul, katilun, maktulun, katlun. Kaf talam is the root letter bab is nasra. Here it is mudare, yaktuluna. Yaktulu, plural, yaktuluna, mudare. The next is the weak verbs, the hamza verbs, and the repeated letter verbs. Among them is zalla, yazillu, zilla, zalil, dash, zul, or zilla. That is zod lam lam. It is coming from bab daraba. So here it is azillatu. Alif lam is ism, so it's masdar azilla. The next is ba'a yabu'u bu. Ba'in dash bu'un. Ba'a waw. Hamza is the ruler. Bab is nasara. It is ba'u is madi. Ba'a, ba'u is the plural. Next is asa, yasi, asi. Asin, asyun, masyun, or masiyatun, or asyan. It have two file and two masdar. It's a very quite different. So Ain Swadya is the root letter, Bab is Daraba. Here it is Asaw, it's a Madi. Asa, plural is Asaw. The Mazid fi is not there, so let's to go for the grammar part. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 3, page 8, pointer D. Today we will do the table of Akama. Look, Akama, it has 4 letters, starting with Hamza. So it's a Babi Ifal. We saw Alima 3 letter, it become Allama 4 letter. Salima 3 letter become Aslama 4. Then we say Allama, Aslama, they are Masih because they have the extra letters. Then we learn 3 sentences. Talim and Muhasba are very important in Islam. From the word Talim, we say Allama. From the word Muhasba, we say Hasaba. From the word Islam, we say Aslama. So Allama, Hasaba, Aslama are the 3 sound verbs of Mazid. The second sentence was, don't waste your time in Ikhtilaf, use it in Istighfar. From the word Ikhtilaf, we say Ikhtalafa. From the word Istighfar, we say Istighfara. So they become the 5 now. Allama, Hasaba, Aslama, Ikhtalafa, Istighfar. The third sentence was, do tadabbur and tadarus to have better inqilab to Allah. From the word tadabbur, we say tadabbara. From tadarus, we say tadarasa. From inqilab, we say inqilab. So we learn 3 more mazid fi verbs, tadabbara, tadarasa, inqilab. There are 8 sound verbs of mazid fi being used in the Muslim. They are allama, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, tadabbara, tadarasa, inqalaba. So fataha, nasara, daraba, samya, they are the sound verbs. The weak verbs we say wahaba, wada, qala, zada, dahada. And the repeated word zanna, dalla, and the hamza verb were amara, salat. So we saw 4 types of verb till QC2. Sound verbs, the weak verbs, the repeated verbs, and the hamza. What is the difference? In sound words, there is no hamza, there is no weak letter, and there is no 2 repeated letters. That is called the sound. What are the weak verbs? Any verb which have a waw, either or ya or alif, weak letter. What is the hamza verb? Any verb which has hamza, that is the hamza verb. And what is the repeated? Any verb which have 2 similar letters, but not the weak letters, of course. That is the repeated. In QC3, we learn there is another type of verb called the mazid fi. They have the extra letters with them. Just like the sound verbs are allama, hasaba, aslama, ikhtalafa, istaghfara, tadabbara, tadarasa, inqalaba. They are 8. And the weak verbs so far which we learn is wallah, nada, and today we will study another one. And the repeated verb are dalla. And the hamza is amanan, ata, we will learn later. So today we are going to study the word akama. Akama means he established. Akama, it starts with hamza in the beginning, and that hamza is extra. So the root letter is kaf, and we will see in place of alif either it is waw or ya and mim. So akama, he established. Akamu, they established. Akamta, you established. Akamtu, I established. Akamtum, you all established. Akamna, we established. Akamat, she established. If somebody want to revise, can revise the Madi table of Akama. Okay, Sister Zulekha, you want, please, you can revise.
Aqama, he established. Aqamu, they established. Aqamta, you established. Aqamtu, I established. Aqamtum, you all established. Aqamna, we established. Aqamat, she established.
Okay, Sister Murabat, you may also revise the same table.
أقام, he established. أقاموا, they established. أقمت, you established. أقمت, I established. أقمتم, you all established. أقمنا, we established. أقامت, she established.
Okay. Ans Abdullahi, you also raise the hand. If you want, you can revise the same table.
Aqama, he established. Aqamu, they established. Aqamta, you established. Aqamtu, I established. Aqamtum, you all established. Aqamna, we established. Aqamat, she established.
Okay. Let's have the spoken Arabic. If I ask a question, Hal akama, how do you reply this question?
Naam aqama.
Hal akamu, what is the answer?
نعم
Aqamu.
Hal akamta,
نعم أقمت
hal akamtum.
نعم أقمنا
Good. If I say hal akama salah,
نعم أقام الصلاة
hal akamu salata,
نعم أقام الصلاة
hal akamta salata,
نعم أقمت الصلاة
hal akamtumus salah.
نعم أقمنا الصلاة.
Okay.
Aqamna salat.
We can say salata or we can say salah because we are stopping, so the ta will change into ha. Left hand the mudare. Yakimu, he establishes. Yukimuna, they establishes. Tukimu, you establishes. Ukimu, I establish. Tukimuna, you all establishes. Nukimu, we establish. Tukimu, she establishes. Now note there, when there are 4 letters in the madi of a verb, the mudare completable take dhamma. Just like allama was 4 letters, yu'allimu was the dhamma verb. Hasaba was the 4 letter, so yuhasibu was the dhamma. So same way aslama was the 4 letter, yuslimu was the dhamma letter. Akama is the 4 letter, yukimu as the dhamma. So the table take dhamma. That is the answer. Yes, somebody kindly revise this table of mudare. Okay, Aisha, as you, Ishaq.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sister.
Yukimu, he establishes. Yukimuna, they establish. Tukimu, you establish. Aqimu, I establish. Tuqimuna, you all establish. Nuqimu, we establish. Tuqimu, she establishes.
Yes, Sister Murabat, you raise the hand. Please, you can also revise the same Mudari table.
يقيم, he establishes. يقيمون, they establish. تقيم, you establish. أقيم, I establish. تقيمون, you all establish. نقيم, we establish. تقيم, she establishes.
Okay, let's have questions. Hal yuqimu? How we can answer this question?
نعم يقيم.
نعم يقيم.
Hal yuqimuna? Please answer the question.
نعم يقيمون.
Hal tuqimu?
نعم أقيم.
Hal tuqimuna?
نعم نقيم.
نقيم.
Hal yuqimu salah?
نعم يقيم الصلاة.
الصلاة.
Hal yuqimuna salah?
نعم يقيمون
يقيمون
الصلاة.
الصلاة.
Hal tuqimu salah?
نعم
نعم أقيم الصلاة.
Hal tuqimuna salah?
نعم
نعم نقيم الصلاة.
No, Father Amar, look, we need mudari. Akama is the madi, yukimu is the mudari. Remove the ya and put sakun on the last. So it should be kim. But remember, it belongs to Babe Fal. Babe Fal, the only Bab, its Amar will have Hamza with Fatah. The rest all, when we have a Hamza, the Hamza Wasli, it's called Hamza Wasli. When the Hamza Wasli come, it either take Dhamma or take Kasra. It never take Fatah. Only and only Babe Ifal is that its Hamza remain intact in Amr with Fatah. That is most important. If you see any Amr verb with Hamza, take granted it is from Babi Fal verbs. So here we have, what is the Akama, Yukimu, Akim. So let's do have the table for that. The table drawn. Akim, establish. Akimu, establish your. La tukim, don't establish. La tukimu, don't establish. Or let's have the spoken Arabic. If I ask Akim, you establish, the answer will be Ukimu. I establish. Mudare have Dhamma because four-letter verb Mudare Dhamma. Akimu, you all establish. Answer is Nukimu because the verb is four-letter verb in first form of man. So Mudare answer will be Dhamma. Akimu Salah.
أقيم الصلاة. أقيم الصلاة.
Nukimus Salah. Nukimus Salah. Let's to make the file maful. From Aslama, what we did, we made Muslim. We attached the meme with Dhamma. We put the kasra before the last letter, so it becomes file. That is for all the mazid fi verbs. To make file, attach meme with Dhamma, madmum. It is called madmum. And put the kasra before the last letter, so it becomes file. If you put the fatha before the last letter, it becomes the maful. So from aslama, we say Muslim is the file, Muslim is the maful. So what about akama? We say mukim is the file, mukam is the maful. And what about the masdar? From aslama, we say Islam. From akama, we say ikam. So there is no rule for the masdar they should follow. Each verb may have its own different pattern. Just like, look, it is Islam, but it is Iqama. You have to memorize them. What will be the masdar of that verb? So, Mukim, the one who establishes. Mukam, the one who is established. Iqama, to establish. In the Arab states or countries, when you go, you get a permission of perfect of resident, that is called ikama. That ikama is same word. Okay. So the Madi verb is akama, he asked. Akamu, they asked. Akamta, you asked. Akamtu, I asked. Akamtum, you all asked. Akamna, we asked. Akamat, she asked. But that is yukimu, he establishes. Yukimuna, they establishes. Tukimu, you establish. Ukimu, I establish. Tukimuna, you all establish. Nukimu, we establish. Tukimu, she establish. Akim, establish. Akimu, establish you. La tukim, don't establish. La tukimu, don't establish. Mukimu, the one who established. Mukam, that one who is established. Ikama, to establish. Yes, if somebody kindly revise the table. Yes, Sister Murawat, you have unmuted. Do you want to revise?
Yes.
Okay.
Aqama, he established. Aqamu, they established. Aqamta, you established. Aqamtu, I established. Aqamtum, you all established. Aqamna, we established. Aqamat, she established. Mudara, yuqimu, he establishes. Yuqimuna, they established. Tuqimu, you establish. Uqimu, I establish. Tuqimuna, you all establish. Nuqimu, we establish. Tuqimu, she establish. Aqim, command, establish. Aqimu, you all establish. La tuqim, don't establish. La tuqimu, don't establish you all. Muqimun, one who establishes. Muqamun, the one who is established. Iqamatun, to establish the masdar.
Yes, Ans Abdullahi, you also unmuted. If you want, you can revise the same table.
No. Aqama, he established. Aqamu, they established. Aqamta, you established. Aqamtu, I established. Aqamtum, you all established. Aqamna, we established. Aqamat, she established. The Mudari' yuqimu, he establishes. Yuqimuna, they establish. Tuqimu, you establish. Uqimu, I establish. Tuqimuna, you all establish. Nuqimu, we established. Tuqimu, she establishes. Aqim, established. Aqimu, establish you all. La tuqim, don't establish. La tuqimu, don't establish you all. Muqim, one who establishes. Muqam, the one who is established. Iqama, to establish.
Okay, let's have the 6 keys. Akama, he establishes. Yukimu, he establishes. Akim, established. Mukim, the one who established. Mukam, the one who is established. Kama, to establish. We are who establish Salah for Allah. Nahnu mukimuna Salah. Allah, as-salat, Allah. Akimu Salah, you all establish prayer. Hal yukimuna Salah? Nam yukimuna Salah. On the pattern of Kama, there is a word arada. Arada means he wanted. Arada, aradu, aradta, aradtu, aradtum, aradna, aradat. Mudari yuridu, yuriduna, turidu, uridu, turiduna, nuridu, turidu. Arid, aridu, la turid, la turidu, muridun, muradun, iradatun. So this is the table. We will have the 5 minutes break here for the أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Arada, he intended. Aradu, they intended. Aradta, you attended. Aradtu, I attended. Aradtum, you all intended. Aradna, we intended. Aradat, she intended. Yuridu, he intends. Yuriduna, they intend. Turidu, you intend. Uridu, I intend. Turiduna, you all intend. Nuridu, we intend. Turidu, she intend. Arid, intend. Aridu, intend you. La turid, don't intend. La turidu, don't intend. Muridun, the one who intended. Muradun, that to be intended. Rather to. We saw from the word allama, we learned a word ta'aleem, and the Bab was tafreem. From the word hasaba, we learned the word muhasaba, and the Bab name was mufa'ala. From the verb aslama, we learned a word Islam, and the Bab was ifa'al. From the word ikhtalafa, we learned a word ikhtilaf, and the Bab was iftiyal. From the word istaghfara, we learned a word istighfar, and the Bab was istighfar. From tadabbara word, we learn a word tadabbur, and the Bab was tafawul. From the word tadarus verb, we learn a word tadarus, and the Bab was tafawul. From the inqilab, we learn a word inqilab, from inqilab a word, and the Bab was infral. And of course, tafawul. So we say if'al or if'alun, iftiyalun, infiyalun, istifal. Mufa'alatun. Taf'ilun, tafa'ulun, taf'ulun. So they are the 8 sound verb of mazid fi. If'al, iftiyal, infiyal, istifal, mufa'ala, taf'il, tafa'ul, and taf'ul. So we learned the sound verb in QC1. Fataha yaftahu ifta. Nasara yansuru uns. Daraba yadribu idrib. Samiha yasma isma. In QC2 we learned the weak verbs. Wa'ada ya'idu id. Qala yaqulu qul. Zada yazidu zid. Da'a yad'u udu. Hada yahdi ihdi. Sha'a yasha'u sha'. And we learned few repeated letter verbs. Dalla yadillu dilla. Zanna yazunnu zunna. Massa yamassu massa. In QC3 we learned the sound verbs. Allama yu'allimu allim. Hasaba yuhasibu hasib. Aslama yuslimu aslim. Tadabbara yatadabbaru tadabbur. Tadarasa yatadarasu tadaras. Inkalaba yankalibu inkalib. Ikhtalafa yakhtalifu ikhtalif. Istaghfara yastaghfiru istaghfir. Now we may have a short exercise to identifications of the verb. For example, this is a word if'alun. Okay. We added ta, it become iftiyalun. We added nun, it become infiyalun. We added alif sinta, it become istifalun. Feminine was mufa'alatun or fiyalun. Then we added alif with ta, it become tafa'alun. We added ta and taf'ulun. We added ta ya, it become taf'il. So we have to find this verb. How? The basic root letter are fa and lam in all. If you look, fa and lam, that is the root letter of everyone. There is a word Islam. There are 2 ways to find out the word, the verb. What are the extra letters in Islam? Hamza and Alif. Sin and Lam is the root letter. So take this Hamza in the beginning, Alif before the Lam, so it will become what? Take this
If'al.
Ifal. Good. Or the second way is that you find the root letter Sin Lam Mim. Place Sin with Fa, Lam with Ain, and Mim with Lam. It becomes Ifal. Okay. Ta'aleem. What are the root letter in it? Ain, Lam, and Mim. One way is that we place the and lam with fa and lam. Fa and lam. We will get the bar name. At the second, what is the extra?
تفعيل
Extra is ta and ya. So take the ta here with before the fa and ya before the ain. So it becomes taf'il. What is ma'ashra? Now either find the extra letter or find the root letter. Ma'ashara. So what are the root letter? And shin ra. So leave the and shin ra and take these all extra here. Mim before the fa, alif after the fa, and round tha at the end. What will be it? Mufa'ala.
مفعلة
Okay. Kitalu. Of course, it's a little different, but if you know the root letter, kaf, ta, lam is the root letter. So replace with ka with fa, ta with and lam with lam. So it will be fi'alu. There is a word tawakkul. What is the extra? Ta in the and the kaf mean the middle letter is extra. So put the ta in here and make the middle letter double. It will become taf. Ta'awun. What are the extra? Ta and alif. Okay, make ta here and alif after it. So what will be? Tafa'ul.
تفاعل
Okay. Istama. What are extra? Hamza is extra. And alif.
افتعال
So iftial. Inkla. What is extra? Hamza and noon is extra in the beginning and alif before the last letter. So put the alif
انفعال
here and alif here.
انفعال
Istighfarun. What is that? Alif sin ta in the beginning and alif before the last letter. Put alif sin ta here and alif before it. It will be
استفعال
istifalun. Ikhrajun. What are the extra? Hamza and alif before the last letter. Put Hamza here and alif before the last letter. What it is?
افتعال
Why iftialun? Where is the ta? There is no ta. How you have brought the ta?
افعال افعال
Ifalun. It's ifal, not iftial. Okay. Tadrisun. What is the extra word? Ta in the beginning. And ya before the last letter.
تفعيل
Taf'il. Okay. Muqabala. What is the extra? Mim in the beginning. After the first letter, alif. And at the end, round ta. So put here the mim. And put alif after the first letter. And put on round ta here. What will be the bab?
مفاعلة
There is only one which have the round ta. That is mufa'il. Iqtidarun. What is extra? Hamza and then this ta after the first letter and alif before the last letter. So put Hamza and ta after the first letter and alif before the last letter. So what will be it?
افتعال
Yalu. So tasdeekun. What is the extra here? Ta in the beginning and ya before the last letter. So put the ta here and ya before, so it will be
تفعيل
تفعيل
Ehsan. What is extra? Hamza in the beginning and alif before the last letter. So put Hamza in the beginning, alif before the last. So what is the
إفعال
إفعال
istaqamun? Alif sinta is the extra in the beginning and alif before the last. Put the alif sinta here and alif before the last letter. What is that?
استفعال
Muba'asa. Look, mim is extra before and after the first letter is alif and at the and round ta. Put mim here, alif before the first letter, and go round ta at the end. So what becomes the
مفاعلة
round ta? Only one bab is that is mufala. By looking at the round ta and mim in the beginning, you can say mufala.
نعم
Tahaffuz. What is extra? Ta and before the last letter it is double. Put ta here and before the last letter put a it's
تفعل
Taf'alun. And will become double. Istighfar, alif istifal. Ikbalun. What is extra? Hamza and before the last letter alif. So put Hamza in the beginning and alif before the last letter. What is the bab name?
إفعال
Tasdeeq. What is the extra? Ta and ya before the last letter. Put the ta in the beginning and ya before the last letter.
تفعيل
تفعيل
Tafriq. Ta in the beginning and ya before the last. Put the ta in the beginning and ya before the last.
تفعيل
Takzibun. Ta is extra and ya before the last letter. So
the
put the
same
ta. Okay. Jihad. Alif is extra before the last letter. Just put alif before the last letter.
فعال
Tawazun. Ta is extra and after the first letter is alif. So put ta here and alif after the first letter. What is that?
تفاعل
Tafa'alu. Because tafa'alu. Okay. Ihtiramun. Hamza in the beginning and alif before the last letter is extra. And
افتعال
moreover, ta is also extra. So we will put Hamza and ta after the first letter and alif after that.
افتعال
Tawakkul. Ta in the beginning and the second letter make double. Ta in the beginning make the second letter double. So what is the verb?
تفعل
Taf'alun. Taf'alun. And it's double. Okay. Tashakkur. Ta in the beginning and the second letter before the last is double. So put
the
there
same
ta and make the second letter before the last double.
تفاعل
Tanazur. Ta in the beginning after the first letter alif. So put ta
تفاعل
alif. Tafa'alun. Tajawiz. Ta in the beginning after the first letter is alif. Put ta here and alif.
the same تفاعل
Tawazun. Again ta after the first letter is alif. Again
the same
let's go for our questions pattern. Waduribat alayhim, and on him was hit, and on them was hit, and on her was hit, and on us was hit. ABCD. Waduribat alayhim mean
B and
and
on
on
them
them was hit. Okay. Azilla to mean misery, signs, anger, humiliation. ABCD. Azilla
A
to mean humiliation.
oh okay
Takhat is the first step of sana, rida, ghadab, akubah. ABCD.
غضب
Yes,
غضب
you're right. Why humiliation and anger were pasted on Jews? Because they used to refuse Allah's ayah. They used to kill prophets unjustified. They used to disobey Allah's and the prophets. They used to exceed. ABCD. All the four are correct. All the
yeah all the four
Bi ayatillah mean Allah's signs, on Allah's blessings, on Allah's signs, on Allah's sign. ABCD.
C
Yes, bi ayat is a plural, so signs. Bi ghairil haq mean with some justice, without some justice, with justice. ABCD.
without justice not
What
some
happens when someone facing sins don't repent? He goes away from religion. He goes away from Allah. He increases in sins. He don't get good deeds opportunity. ABCD.
in C
All the four you can say. Fi'l mudari of ba'a is yabu'u, yaba'u, bu, bu'a. ABCD.
A
Yes, you're right. Fi'l amr of ghadiba is maghdub, ghadab, ghadib, ighdab. ABCD.
D
D, yes. Plural of nabi is nabiyun, anbiya, amba, nabiyin. ABCD.
أنبياء B النبيون A النبيين D A
Yes,
B
it has
D
two types. It has the Jama Salim as well as Jama Mukassir. Anbiya
yeah
is the Jama Mukassir, Nabiyun or Nabiyin is the Jama Salim. It's Aradna mean we want, you all want, they want, we wanted. ABCD.
أردنا, we wanted.
D.
Yes, you are right. Hal akamus salah. The answer may be nam akamta salah, nam tukimuna salah, nam yukimuna salah, nam akamus salah. A B C D.
D.
Yes, you are right. Maza aradallah mean Allah will want. Allah want. What does Allah want? What did Allah want? A B C D.
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 Yes, it's past. So did. Nukimu mean you establish, we establish, we will establish, we establish. A B C D.
B and C.
B and C.
Yes, it's mudari, so it may have the present and future both meaning. You all establish. Yukimuna, tukimuna, akamtu, akamu. A B C D.
B.
B.
Hal tukimuna salah. Nam akamna salah, nam yukimuna salah, nam nukimu salah, nam tukimuna salah.
C.
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 C, not A. How A? Tukimuna, nukimu. It's
Yes.
tukimuna, so it will return to nukimu. Allazina yukimuna salah mean you all establish prayers. Those who establish prayer, those who establish prayers, who establish
B.
prayers. A B C D.
B.
You are
Those
right.
who establish.
Hal antum mukimuna, nam hum mukimuna, nam antum mukimuna, nam nahnu mukimuna, nam
B.
ana mukimuna. A B C D.
C.
No. C.
Yeah, antum will replace with nahnu. Akama, three non-verbs are mukim, mukam, ikama, kama yakumu kum, akama yukimu akim, akama mukimu kiyama. A B C D.
D.
A. A.
Mukim, mukam, ikama are the three non-keys of akama. The three word keys for arada is murid, murad, irada, arada, yuridu, arid, ra, wada,
B.
yuraidu, rurid,
B.
muradun, murada, murada. Yes, these
B.
arada, yuridu, arid are the three verb keys of arada. So the 7 homeworks known to you, 2 of Tlawa, you have to recite at least 10 minutes, Musaf from, and then 10 from your memory. And 2 of study book and verb, because now you are in QC3. This was for only QC1, 5 minutes. So you have to study 10 minutes your book, either on soft copy available on your mobile, your tablets or computer, wherever. Or if you have got the hard print, study that. And use the web card. That is the helpful to increase the memory. And you can see it 5 times every day in after before prayer, 2 to 3 minutes each time. And 5th is listen to the 1 hour concise MP3 recording on word for word translation and the grammar. And the 6th is talk about the study partner with your course every day, at least 1 ayah or 3 new Arabic words. Recite different surah or the ayahs. If you have not memorized yet, please start memorizing the surah. Look, in QC2, you studied 37 ayahs. Here you will again study 39 ayahs, almost over than 70. If you memorize, they are enough for you to recite 3 to 4 ayah in each rakah of the salah 5 times a day. Pray for yourself, Rabbi Zidni, and also pray for your students too. Here, before I go ahead, let me make the announcement which we did the last week. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will have the mid-quiz revisions. Tomorrow. Today, we completed the 3 pages. So tomorrow, we will have the mid-quiz revisions. And the day after tomorrow, you will have the mid-quiz. Okay. Learn from the videos. If you do not watch the videos continuously, then it is effective to learn that. Gather your 2, 3, or up to 10 friends and watch the video together. Or make small groups on your WhatsApp and have a together the study the same word. Wherever the teacher say Alim, you pause the video and practice with each other. Expert teachers are also available on the website www.understandquran.com. You can learn and take the from there. The best way to learn is to teach. Alhamdulillah, you did the QC1, even the QC2. So you should teach at least one person QC1 or QC2. And when you complete QC3, then you should try that too. Teacher training and materials is also available on the same site. You can download from there. Let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you people have any questions, your questions are welcome, please. Yes, Murawat, your hand is raised. Do you have any questions, sister?
Yes, the ayah that we learn today, I see in the Quran the verb وَبَاءُوا, it doesn't have alif, and كانوا, it has alif. Isn't it both of them past tense with واو الجماعة? Why باء doesn't have alif and كانوا has alif? وباءوا بغضب من الله.
Look, sister, ba'u. This is the madi. And the verb ba'a.
نعم.
Okay. Kana and kanu, they are different than ba. How? Let me to show you the root letters of the book. Here, the root letter is ba, waw, and hamza,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And if you remember the kana, the root letter is kaf, waw, nun.
Noon.
Yes.
This is the hamza, which is appearing in ba'a, ba'a.
Yes.
This hamza is giving it the sound of ba, the hamza. The kana, it is giving the nun sound because this is the alif. Here is also alif. It doesn't make, both are alif are coming in place of waw. So no change in kana and ba as concerned the alif is, it's replacing the waw. But in kana, nun is a sound letter and ba, it is a hamza. Hamza at time act like weak words. So that is the reason it is studied separate or it is kept inside the weak letters. That is the reason why we study the Hamza separate, because when you see the weak letters, you find the
Na? Lafiya lau.
Na gajiya.
Bai.
An kira ki kuma.
Sun same su?
Sisters, can you turn your mic off, please, because the teacher is talking?
yes, I have of them.
Then here with ba'u, we don't have alif after the waw because the verb ending with hamza.
Yes, that is a different. Let me to write. Now you can see the root letter For the kana, they are kaf, waw, nun.
Na.
Ba, this is ba, waw, hamza. They
Yes.
are not similar. This is a sound letter. This is a sound letter. This is a weak letter. Again, here it is a sound letter. It is a hamza letter, and it is a weak letter. So they are not balancing their constructions. Hamza is a sound letter, but it has behaved like the weak letter, so it has placed separately. It has its own constructions, on tables, on separate world than the sound verbs.
Okay. Is that the same as the verb
What
جاء?
we do, we say waw, ya, and alif.
Yes.
They have replaced each other.
Mhm.
Because they are weak letters. But
Yes.
when you see the Hamza, it lies here. Actually, it is sound letter. But as it behave like them, so what happened? Sometime it may act like them. While in case of kana, kaf is a sound verb, waw is a weak verb, and noon is a sound verb. So it has only one weak verb. While in ba there is a weak letter waw as well as the hamza, which is also act as sometimes the weak letter. So that have a different structure than the kana. We can't say the kana and the ba, they have alif, so they should follow the same pattern. Ba has hamza, it's a separate group, and kana has a noon, so that is a separate thing. So we will study this in very advanced level in grammar. There, when we come, the weak verb when come in the beginning, in the middle or end, then they are called misal, ajwaf, and nakis. And when they come twice, we say they are lafif, lafif makrun, lafif mafruk, and lafif. So that is a separate word of the weak letters. Weak letters are not compared with the sound letters or even with the hamza letters. That is the reason why the hamza is a separate group.
Okay.
If
Jazak.
anybody else, yes, Zulekha, you have raised the hand. Do you have any questions, sister?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So you said that four-letter mazid fi verbs, they are going to be having dhamma in the mudare,
Yes,
dhamma with ya, right? So this goes for the first three that we said, allama, hasaba, and aslama, right?
because they are four letter.
Yeah, and all the others, they don't have that, right? Like iktalafa,
Istalafa has five
istaghfara.
letters. It have five letters. Istafra has
Yes, so
six
from
letters.
that on, it's not going to be
They are not four. They are
they're
not
not
four
four.
letters.
Okay, okay.
It is
So
only
all
allowed
those,
with the four letters. When there will be any verb having four letters in the past first form, the mudare will take them. Any verb which have four letters in the past first, when you draw the table,
yes, sir.
in the table, the first form which comes of Madi, this is for example a table. Look, this is the Madi first form. We consider this one. If it has
Yes, sir.
four letters,
Yes, sir.
Mudare will take them. If it had
Oh,
three letters, no Dhamma. If it had four letters, no Dhamma. If it had six letters, no Dhamma.
okay. So, sir, I'm confused. Like in, let's say, nada, It
Na
says
da.
Noon, Alif, Dal, and Ya.
Yes.
So it's 4-letter, right? Noon, Alif, Dal, and Ya. Okay. So it's going to have a Dhamma. Yunadi.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Jazakallah, sir. Yes.
There is different verbs you will study later on. When anyone will have 4 letters here in this part, that is the most important aspect. If you find any verb having here 4 letters, its complete mudare will have them. Otherwise, it will have fatah. Fala, yafalu, yafaluna, tafalu, afalu, tafaluna, nafalu, all have fatah. In kalaba, in yan kalibuna, tan kalibu. In kalaba, again, fatah. Yan kalibuna, tan kalibu, an kalibu, all fatah. So that was the point regarding. Yes, if somebody has any question, can ask me. Otherwise, let to close the session.
Aqama, we
Yes.
will say this is a 4-letter, or we say Hamza letter, or Mazid letter.
Sister, I said in Mazi, when a verb appear with 4 letter. 4 letter doesn't mean which 4 letter. It may be a Hamza, it may be a weak letter. Just like here in this case, you see Hamza and weak letter both are coming in this. But
Yes.
Allama, in Allama you don't see any Hamza or any weak letter.
Mhm.
And Lam, Mim, they are the 4 letter. This rule applies to all 4 letters, whether they are sound, whether they are weak or Hamza, or they are the mixed type. Any verb which have 4 letter here, I'm talking the letter, not the category. They are sound, they are weak, they are Hamza, or they are repeated.
Mhm.
If their number here are 4, the Mudare will take them. That is the rule.
Okay. Jazakallahu khairan.
سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. See you tomorrow for the mid-quiz revision.